This is BBC One in the Channel Islands. Now the BBC News with Reeta Chakrabarti and Charlie McCardle.
Tonight at 10, Donald Trump sets a legal precedent, becoming the first former US president to face criminal charges. It's alleged that Mr. Trump paid hush money to a former porn star, Stormy Daniels, over an affair, but recorded it as a business expense.
It's finally good to see some justice happen.
It's a political sham, and it's politically motivated.
Mr. Trump has issued numerous professions of innocence on social media and said the indictment is political persecution. He's due to appear in court on Tuesday. Also on the programme, charges of racism are upheld against 5 former players at Yorkshire Cricket Club, but ex-England captain Michael Vaughan is cleared. As the energy price cap for businesses ends tomorrow, we talk to companies feeling the heat of rocketing energy bills. Sewage was discharged into England's waterways at the equivalent of 800 times a day last year, according to the Environment Agency. And Gwyneth Paltrow wins her court case against the man who tried to sue her over a skiing accident.
In the Channel Islands, in court, a 26-year-old man accused of plotting a terrorist attack on a Jersey school. And spare rooms wanted. Housing shortages force airline Reeta to ask islanders to open their doors.
Good evening. Donald Trump has become the first former US president to face criminal charges over money paid to the former porn star Stormy Daniels. The accusation or indictment was the result of a secret vote by a New York grand jury. That's a group of citizens who hear evidence and decide whether there's enough to charge someone with a crime. We don't know the specifics of the charge yet, but it centres on a payment made to Stormy Daniels after an alleged affair between her and Mr. Trump in 2006. In 2016, days before Mr. Trump was elected president, his lawyer, Michael Cohen, paid her $130,000 to stop her from selling her story. 2 years later, Michael Cohen testified that Mr. Trump directed him to make the payment. That payment was not in itself illegal, but when Donald Trump reimbursed Michael Cohen, it was recorded as legal fees, and prosecutors say this amounts to Mr. Trump falsifying business records, which is a crime. Mr. Trump is due in court in New York to face the charges next Tuesday. He denies the affair and any wrongdoing. In a moment, we'll hear how this most divisive of presidents continues to divide the US. But first, our North America correspondent Gary O'Donoghue reports from New York.
This Manhattan courthouse doesn't normally look like this, but then it's not every day a former president gets charged with a crime. In fact, it's never happened before. And this is the man